Hello everyone. So for today's video, we are going to tackle about the history of the Malolos Republic. So Malolos Republic is also known as the First Philippine Republic. First Philippine Republic was a short-lived Philippine independence that emerged from the ashes of Spanish to American War. And this period marked a significance in the Philippine history. The Philippine Revolution against Spain, which began in 1896, gained a momentum from the outbreak of Spanish to American War in 1898. And Emilio Aguinaldo, the leader of the revolution, along with the support of American, played a key role in the defeat of Spain. And on June 12, 1898, Emilio Aguinaldo declared the Philippine independence in Kawit, Cavite.
In September 1898, Aguinaldo convened the Malolos Congress at the Borasian Church, a historic site that had witnessed the proclamation of the First Philippine Republic in 1899. The Malolos Congress, composed of elected delegates from various provinces, drafted the Malolos Constitution, the first democratic constitution in Asia. This document ensured the principle of a republican government, separation of powers, and a Bill of Rights. It is also established a National Assembly as the legislative branch, with Apolinario Mabini serving as the Prime Minister. On January 23, 1899, Aguinaldo was formally inaugurated as the President of the First Philippine Republic in Malolos, Bulacan. The Malolos Republic, however, faced a formidable challenge: the arrival of the Americans who had defeated Spain in the war.
Felipe Gonzalez Calderon Roca. Felipe Calderon is known as the father of the Malolos Constitution, played a major role in drafting the Philippine First Republican Constitution. Philippe Calderon is a lawyer, and as a lawyer, he believes the new government should focus on justice, equality, and sovereignty. Calderon led a committed task with writing the Constitution, which was inspired by the constitutions of France, Belgium, and Latin America. He worked closely with key figures like Pedro Paterno. He was a well-known Filipino politician, negotiator, and writer. Paterno played a major role in negotiating the Pact of Biak-na-Bato, which temporarily ended hostilities between the Spanish and Filipino revolutionaries. Later, he became a delegate to the Malolos Congress and worked alongside Calderon on the drafting of the Malolos Constitution. Second is Cayetano Arellano. Arellano was one of the most respected legal minds of his time. Though not directly involved in drafting the Malolos Constitution, he was consulted for his legal expertise. He later became the first Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of the Philippines under American rule. Apolinario Mabini. Apolinario Mabini is known as the brain of the revolution, played a crucial role as Emilio Aguinaldo's advisor, and was the first Prime Minister of the First Philippine Republic. He was deeply involved in the Filipino struggle for independence and contributed to the Republic's early government. Apolinario Mabini contracted polio in 1895, which left him paralyzed from waist down. And despite being paralyzed from polio, Mabini was a sharp thinker. He resisted American intervention during the Philippine-American War and remained committed to ensure the new government represented to the people's will.
So, the Malolos Republic, the first republic of the Philippines, that was established in 1899 that aimed for independence and strong government. And Emilio Aguinaldo, the president of Malolos Republic, was captured in March 1901 after being pursued by the American forces, and it was marked as the end of the Malolos Republic and the beginning of American colonial rule. So the Treaty of Paris was Treaty of Paris. Treaty of Paris is an agreement between Spain and United States that was signed on December 10, 1898, and it was officially ended the Spanish-American War. This treaty granted the U.S. or the United States a control over the several countries like Philippines, Guam, Puerto Rico, and Cuba, but only the Philippines was bought by the American for $20 million. And lastly, the Treaty of Paris led to a conflict between the Philippines and America that lasted from 1899 to 1902 that resulted a deaths of thousands of Filipinos and Americans.
So Commodore George Dewey was a prominent figure in the United States Navy during the 19th century. His decisive victory in the Battle of Manila Bay in 1898 played a crucial role in the American colonization of the Philippines. Dewey's victory created the way for American occupation in the Philippines because it showed how powerful the American military is.
So, what is Malolos Constitution? Malolos Constitution was the fundamental law of the First Philippine Republic, promulgated on January 21, 1899 in Malolos, Bulacan. It was the first Republican Constitution in Asia and laid the foundation for a democratic government in the Philippines, following its declaration of independence from Spain. It set up a government based on the principles for democracy, with the three branches, which is the executive, legislative, and judicial. So what is the difference or what is the use of these three branches? The executive branch is responsible for implementing law created by the legislative branch. Here in the Philippines, the executive branch consists of the president, vice president, cabinet, and also the executive agencies and departments. While the legislative branch is responsible for making and applying laws, it made up with the Congress and Senate or Senator. And the last one is the judicial branch. Judicial branch is responsible for interpreting and applying the laws, which are the courts. One of the main example of these are the Supreme Courts, which the law are understood and enforced. On the other word, the judicial branch is formed in order to maintain the balance within our government. In summary, the executive branch is the one who implement the law, while the legislative branch is the one who make the law, and the judicial branch is the one who interpret the law.
Though Malala's republic was short-lived, it still served as a testament for Filipinos' desire for self-determination and struggle for independence. The emergence of Malala's republic was overshadowed by the arrival of Americans and the subsequent wars.